Hello. Hi. So first of all, hello. If I look like trash, it's because I feel like trash. So, welcome to the stream. I'm eating bread. I'm about to fucking have this drink. Because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, and I already need alcohol. Can y'all hear me okay? Hello? Can y'all hear me good? Hello, everyone. We have some things to discuss today. Regarding the recent and current art community dilemma. Coffee? No, alcohol. Okay, so just to get started, I've created myself a little bulletin list to keep myself on track here, because I will go off into oblivion if I don't have PowerPoints to set myself straight. So, first of all, trigger warning, content warning, whatever you want to call it. This shit is not scripted. I'm just gonna be giving my outside perspective of the situation. I haven't been on YouTube in a while. It's been a good minute, and I had a week's worth of content to catch up on regarding this situation and Shannon, and I'm concerned, to put it lightly, and we will touch on that shortly. TLDR, I am not going to be going over every little snippet of information. If you want to know what the fuck's going on, you can watch Emily Artful, you can watch Hopeless Peaches, you can watch Ready to Glare, you can watch Omnia, and you can watch Just a Robot. And that should get you pretty caught up to speed if you don't know what the fuck's happening. So, keep that in mind. So, this is mostly going to be directed at Shannon, if she is watching this or if she watches this later. I don't know if she's completely separated herself from the internet or if she's just kind of hanging low right now. But yeah. Ow, son of a bitch. If it's the one thing that's not working today, it's my fucking hair. My hair is very annoying, and I'm ready to just say fuck it and put it away. So, once I get my hair tied back here, there we go. There. That's a little better, you know. I mean, I look like I'm a little bald, but that's okay. We love a bald queen. It's fine. As I was. So. Ow. I will also mention before I get started, if you are either a mutual of mine or a mutual of Shannon that wants to be on call for the stream, please feel free to join the Discord. Hit me up, at me, send me a DM, let me know you want in. I don't want fucking 12-year-old white knights coming in and telling me that Shannon did nothing wrong. Okay, don't even fucking get me started on that shit, please. Just mutuals only. Mutuals only, thanks. If you have a question for me in particular, or there's something that you want me to talk about specifically, at me in the chat. It'll highlight your message in orange. Hello?
Hello.
Oh shit, hey, it's Coyote Lovely.
What's up?
Nothing. I just got off work and I'm having a drink at 8 a.m.
Dude, day drinking is the best.
For sure.
Yeah. But no, I saw that you were talking about the whole CreepShow art situation, and it's been a mess, hasn't it?
Yes, and there's something that's concerning me that nobody's really been talking about, and it's kind of alarming.
What's that? I'm always happy to sit here and be somebody you can bounce these things off of, have a conversation, talk these sorts of things out.
Yes, we will get there. So first, I do want to address the things that Shannon did do, because that's important. So obviously the LOLcow stuff, she's
It's kind of been confirmed by the admins themselves on that one.
Yeah, it's been confirmed by the admins of LOLcow that the IPs match up, and there's been many content creators that have speculated VPN, but ultimately, if Shannon is watching this, first of all, hey girl, if you did that shit, just say you did that shit.
Nobody's gonna care if you're like,
yeah.
No one's gonna care unless you lie about it.
Yeah,
It's one of those situations where who gives a shit unless you lie? Then people give a shit.
Yeah, because ultimately that's what we're looking for out of this situation. We want you to take accountability for the shit that you did do. We want to see you be honest, because now you've kind of been confirmed to be a pathological liar. So,
Yeah, it's not a great look. It's a bad look is what we'd call that one. Not a great look.
It's not only a bad look for her as a person, but now bad for her as a content creator, because she makes commentary content about all of these people that have done bad things or people that have harmed other people, and I know her intentions are great, but now it's putting into perspective how much of this was a lie and how much of this did you just spice up to make it content worthy.
Yeah, when it comes to content, when it comes to commentary content especially, or if it's just tea spilling, whatever, if you're talking about really nuanced topics, things that are really controversial in nature, it's very important for people to be able to look at you and see that you are trustworthy. If you are it's like so I'm trying to think of the right words. I've been up all night, so it's one of those things that I'm trying to think of the words here.
I've been up all night too.
Yeah, up all night, gang. But yeah, it's important that your credibility, that's the word right there. I lost it for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to keep your credibility intact. It's important to have that, image of being trustworthy. Because if people can't trust what you're saying is the truth, then there you go. Like, they can't trust you. You're pretty much dead in the water as far as, making any kind of commentary content goes. Because if no one can trust you, why would anyone listen to you to begin with?
Right. So the LOLcow stuff, girl, if you called somebody the R word, if you used racial slurs, if you fucking called somebody a faggot, just fucking say you did it. Just say you did it. People would appreciate your honesty more than just fucking off right now. And that's literally it.
Yeah, it's it's such a weird thing too. There's no reason to lie about that. Like, it's a little shitty, sure, fine,
Yeah.
but people do shitty things. Everyone does shitty things. So
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, why would you lie about that? No one's going to care until you lied.
And the thing about it is that I can understand why she might be concerned about it affecting her image if she was to just do this publicly. Everybody talks shit, Shannon. I talk shit about fucking everybody. Everybody. Oh my god. Nobody's gonna be fucking mad at you for talking shit, because at the end they're gonna appreciate that they know you're not wasting their time. because
if you know, you know, then I guess you know.
if you know, you know. Personally,
I guess you know, so we all know here.
Yeah. Personally, I would rather have someone spit in my face and tell me to fucking kill myself before you start being friendly to my face and then going around spreading shit behind my back. Don't do that shit. It's not cool. So just be honest. Just tell me you did it.
Yeah. So what was I saw that there was like a 2 hour and 5 minute video that came out from somebody, and like
Emily.
I did not. Okay, Emily. The problem was, like, I was looking at that video and I was like, I kind of care, but not 2 hours and 5 minutes worth of caring. Like, I'm sorry. I'd like to know about everything, but I don't have 2 hours and 5 minutes to invest in one situation in one sitting. Like, I could probably digest it if I sat down in like 5 different sittings and gave it like 20 minutes a pop. But I 2 hours and 5 minutes is too much for me. I can't do it.
So I watched the whole video. And I will talk about that because Emily does address some very important things that not everybody is talking about, and hence the concerning things. So let me just say, okay, Shannon, the lying, I understand it's easy, but you gotta stop. Don't lie anymore. All of this shit that's happening, you owe Emily, and you definitely owe Hopeless Peaches a formal apology, both written and publicly, because the shit you did to them, that's not flying, sister. And the thing about the stuff with Emily is I don't know the whole story with you and Emily, because there's a third party that has yet to be addressed. And the thing about it is that we're not canceling you, Shannon. We're not trying to fucking run you off the internet. You did that shit on your own. We want you to just fucking tell us what's going on. And that's really it. We want to know what's happening with you, girl. That's the tea. So Emily's video. Emily Artful has a 2 hour and 5 minute video. Let me switch back over here. It's this.
And there's been people posting the meme saying like, I ain't reading all that shit. I'm happy for you though, or sorry that happened. Like, that meme's been going around for that video for some people who don't have time for it, like me.
Right. So, first of all, only 1 hour of the video is about Shannon. Yo, it's Spoctor Theory. Hey, man. Spoctor says he knows what's going on. I don't know if he's being sarcastic or if he's being serious.
I believe it. Let Spoctor on. Let the lizard talk.
Yeah,
let him talk.
Yeah, let the lizard speak. You're welcome to join my Discord, Spoctor.
Let's get the Lizafoss in here. Come on out of Hyrule, Spoctor. I'm very tired.
Me too.
I'm scripting and recording my next video all night, so like I'm very out of it right now.
Oh yeah, I saw your tweets. You bullying zoophiles on Twitter again?
That is a thing that I do.
So Emily Artful's video is 2 hours long, and only one of the hours is about Shannon in its entirety. He says, I'm serious, I've been analyzing this for a week. Well, come on in, brother! I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Like, I unironically, but I believe him. Like, I seriously do. If you want to come in, if he wants to come in here, I'm happy to get out of here.
There he is. I don't see why we can't both be here. Alright, let's give you the roll. Yo, it's fucking Spoctor Theory! Streamer roll! Alright, you're welcome to enter. While we wait for him, let me have a little gander at chat here.
Well, wowee, that was just a nice 30 seconds of just silence right there.
Yeah, you gotta appreciate what you have.
Hell yeah.
anyone's wondering who Shannon is, it's CreepShow art. Oh, do people not address her as Shannon? Hey! Mm,
Alright, I'm not gonna stay long.
sure.
I actually have to sit down and finish the rest of the 25 minutes of my hour-long analysis
Sure.
later today. 'Cause I plan to get it out tomorrow. But Shannon's absolutely fucking lying to everyone.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's so crazy. Just based on like criminal psychology, based on fucking computer science, just everything about the way she's just like conducting herself about this whole thing. There's no reason for me to not believe that she's lying
Sure.
about
Okay.
something. Maybe it's not as bad as Emily's making it out to be, but she's lying about something.
Right.
She indirectly like confirmed to us that her IP was spoofed. An innocent person, for one, wouldn't affirm those claims. They would probably be confused that the IP was even connected to those posts. But she assumed IP spoofing, which, by the way she describes IP spoofing is impossible.
Okay.
I've studied computer science and networking for 4 years, and IP spoofing does not work like that.
So your theory is Shannon's full of shit, and what
She's
next?
full of shit in some regard. I don't know how much of shit she's full of, but she's full of shit in some regard.
Okay. What do you recommend?
What do I recommend?
Yeah.
She needs to just tell everyone her motives. Like, tell everyone straight, you know?
So you recommend a verbal laxative and not being full of shit anymore?
Yeah.
That's a way to
Okay.
say it. Sure.
Yeah, no.
For her, that's all she needs to, like, it'll fucking, people won't like it. People won't like to hear it. But if she keeps the charade, no one's gonna believe her.
That's fair.
At
Good
least,
word,
at least,
charade.
at least people can get a modicum of respect to her again if she just dropped the act.
Yep. Absolutely.
So yeah, drop the charade. Stop being a no good shyster.
So, back into... oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say back into Emily's video. 2-hour-long video. Only an hour of it was about Shannon in the regards of the interactions that Emily had with her. The first hour is about Shannon's current husband, who she calls Andrew. I don't know if Andrew's just a nickname, because in all the screenshots his name is Anthony, so I don't know if maybe he just goes by Andrew now. But Andrew was also Emily's ex, so we can kind of see a little bit of a dynamic where it's kind of like, I don't know if I really want this in my life, and that's cool, do you? But through that first hour of Emily's video, it's talking about how abusive and how fucking batshit crazy Andrew is. And it genuinely makes me think that if Andrew is this abusive, toxic, narcissistic manipulator, what's saying he's not keeping Shannon quiet right now? What's saying he's not manipulating Shannon to believe all of this shit is about her when he's really the ringleader?
I've pondered this.
Yeah.
I believe it's a good angle, but I don't think it's quite the correct angle.
And I understand that might be a little whoo, because I don't know her husband, never met the guy, never spoke to the guy. But if Emily is describing him factually, not to be a fucking asshole, you want to hear me sound like a fucking grade A feminist? All toxic men are the same. She told her story about Andrew, and I instantly thought of 4 other men that were in my life.
Whoa, slow down, Big Red.
I'm just saying. They want the same things, they act the same way, they all say the same fucking shit. And genuinely, I can understand why and how this situation is dangerous, not just for Emily, but for Shannon now that she's with him. Because the way that fucking toxic, narcissistic pieces of shit work is that if they want something done but they want to keep their hands clean, they'll leave you little breadcrumbs and shit for you to pick up, so that way when you pick it up and piece it all together, it makes you think that that was your idea. And that's what they want you to think, because when it blows back, hence this situation, they can fucking lift their hands up and say, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. That shit wasn't me. It was all her.
The only thing that puts a stop for me on that type of approach to the analysis is the LOLcow.
Right.
The way she was derogatory towards people that weren't Emily. Those people that the people that Andrew would have no fixation towards.
Right.
Andrew would have no interest talking shit about any of those other creators other than Emily herself. I don't see why Shannon would go out there and do it too.
Yes.
Shannon's behavior kind of aligns with Andrew's in a sort of way, and I feel like that's how they ended up being together. I feel like the toxic people came together and they made a relationship because they're similar, and because similar people cling.
I can understand what you're saying about the similarities and attraction, but manipulators don't go for other manipulators. They want somebody who they can manipulate.
That's true.
Well, some people, let's remember that some people who are manipulative come across as, from the start, very easily manipulated, because it's like a manipulation tactic where they seem like the kind of person that would be like, they would need you to like protect them. They would rely on you, which is somebody that some manipulators would look for. So that might have maybe they bamboozled each other incidentally, and at the start anyway. I don't fucking know.
Gotcha.
Because there are some of those people though that are genuinely very toxic and manipulative in that way, but they first appear as very, oh, I need someone to protect me, oh, I'm so sweet kind of thing, and that's maybe that played a part in why a manipulative person may have gone for that kind of person of that disposition. I don't know.
Regardless, though, I think if anything, the merit your argument would have is that Andrew managed to change her as a person.
Yes.
Not force her to be someone she's not. I think she influenced her to change the way she is.
Right, because...
And now she's a different person.
Yeah.
And I think that, regardless of that, I still think that should be something you should slap her in the face for. Yo.
Right, I'm not trying to
You're not
say,
behaving appropriately here.
Right, because TLDR, she's a grown-ass woman, and, she should still be held responsible for the things that she's said and the things that she's done.
Yeah.
But at the same time...
You shouldn't be complicit with that behavior.
At the same time, if she's in this abusive relationship with this man, then, personally, I would like to hope that she's safe, and it's another reason why it's important for her to speak up, because I don't fucking know what's going on with her. I don't know if Andrew's got his hands around her fucking neck. I don't know if he tossed her off the bridge. I don't fucking know what's going on with her.
A lot of this is conjecture.
The reason, maybe it's just my own personal bias, but I've dealt with fucking people like that, and all they want is to fucking keep you in their grip for as long as physically possible.
How did you respond to those types of people?
Ultimately, I couldn't get away at first. It was really fucking hard because I was manipulated, of course, into believing that they actually cared about me and that they loved me and that they appreciated my company. But at the end of the day, they were not only emotionally abusing me, but physically abusing me and secluding me from all of my friends and other relationships. And it came to a point where I had to say, if I'm in this relationship for another day, I think I'm gonna fucking kill myself. So what I had to do is that I had to leave and block him on every fucking account that I possibly had. And even then, he would still try and contact me through alternative phone numbers and other, alternative accounts. And it got to a point where I was like, I just need to ignore him for maybe a week and maybe he'll lose interest.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, this happened like many years ago. This was never anything recent. I was taking a drink. And it was terrible, just to be completely honest, because I was personally threatened with suicidal tendencies. He was like, if you leave me, I'm gonna fucking kill myself and it'll be your fault. And it's like, well, guess I'll stay. So
That's fucked. People shouldn't do that.
well, and it's just going through that type of situation and seeing that perspective.
Yeah.
I hope, that's not what Shannon's dealing with right now.
Yeah, when I analyze situations like this, I always think it's important to compare how good people respond versus how bad people respond. And typically, a lot of the people in my life and the people around me are genuinely like decent people, and the way they respond to trauma really, really dictates how I analyze the situation, because a good person in the position that CreepShow is in would have behaved so much differently than the way she did. Unless the man's been threatening her life for the betterment of how many years? 5 years? I don't quite see how she could be so just like open and basically complicit with behaving the way she's been with her partner for that long. After a while, there's a breaking point, and 5 years is quite a long time, and she's married this man.
I don't know. I was with the other guy for like 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It really depends, because the way I see it now, obviously, I've never met Shannon. I've never even spoken to her once. So I could be completely off base with this theory. But from what I observe in the better material of her content is that she does genuinely want to do good things. She does want to do good by the people, reporting pedophiles, helping victims of grooming, making sure kids are safe, the whole nine. I see that in her, and I feel like maybe she believes part of this man can change, and that's why she's still with him, because I've also experienced that. Maybe if I just, it's always maybe if I give him a second chance, maybe if I just give him more time, maybe things will get better. It's always the maybe. And it's hard to let go of that when you're being manipulated.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a very interesting monkey wrench, that X thing.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, how long was Shannon with this person before she married him? Because like, if things weren't at a certain breaking point by the time they were married, divorce certainly changes the situation a lot, especially if whether or not they're in a no fault state or not. Like, there's a lot of, that's where things get really, really iffy, especially with the manipulative person. I mean, I don't know any of the specifics. I'm just throwing this out there, kind of out of the dark. This is just kind of me trying to understand it after not seeing the video.
Right.
Like, because if they were in a no fault state, that changes the situation. If they were in an at fault state, where it's, and depending on when they got married, when the breaking point was met, when she even knew half the shit about this person, there's a lot of variables at that point when marriage and divorce now come into play. When divorce is now part of the process of having to leave this person.
Yeah.
I think it's important to consider the aspects of how Emily behaved when she was younger too.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that, so.
No, we don't either, but she was very broad, very loose, and very just non-confrontational about the way she was, most likely for the reasons that she stated. She wasn't a good person, she wasn't a healthy person, she was a vindictive, resentful type of person. And that little tidbit story she told about how she basically got Shannon's voice out of the final draft of one of Andrew's songs, most likely because she was resentful by the fact that Shannon was in the track. she probably twisted his hand a little bit to get her own voice in that track.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I feel like when it comes to those codependent types of relationships, both ends just kind of end up being very bad for one another.
Wait,
And
I've kind of
I
lost
think
the plot. Who
Emily.
married the guy? Who married? Was it
Cre-
Emily or Shannon who married the guy?
CreepShow Art is married to Andrew.
Okay, so Shannon. I'm
Shannon.
sorry. I'm in like
I'm,
airplane mode
I'm
right
talking
now.
about
I'm
when
sorry.
Emily and Andrew were in each other's lives, though, and like
Okay, okay, I'm back. I got it.
Okay, great.
yeah, and the way Emily behaved towards that situation shows just a tiny bit about how that like chemistry was. It wasn't just Andrew, Andrew bashing. Emily had a few impulsive behaviors as well that kind of lashed out onto Shannon and Andrew at the same time. Maybe because of trauma, maybe because of I don't know. And people like Andrew tend to think that they're always in the right. And so when Emily finally fights back, he starts to get that anger,
Right.
and that anger can reflect onto his potential partner, CreepShow. And what I feel like happened is they were pissy by the way Emily was and how Emily left, and decided that it'd be fun to fuck with them for the betterment of how many years? 5, 8.
Right. Because I'm not going to sit here and say Shannon's like innocent, because that's not at all what's happening. Shannon did what she did, and she said what she said, and she, as I don't know how old she is, 27.
I'm just curious of her motives. That's what I want to know.
Right. I want to know why she did it. If her husband had a hand to play, because if
28.
if he's sitting here, pulling strings and manipulating Shannon to think some things that aren't necessarily factual, then obviously that's an issue. I'm not gonna straight up say, "Hey, Shannon, divorce your fucking man," because that's not my place. That's their marriage, whatever. But still, at the same time, are you happy being married to a guy like that, my girl? Like, what the fuck's going on?
You never considered marrying your ex, did you?
No. Oh my god.
Even after 4 years?
No. And that's just a personal decision. I don't like marriage at all, so I don't consider marrying.
Oh, dude, marriage is a trap. Marriage is a trap. I don't think I'm ever gonna get married.
I have never considered marrying any of my partners, because marriage is just not for me. So I'm just reading chat. People keep mentioning Hopeless Peaches. Yes, Shannon does owe Hopeless Peaches a formal apology. That is something I would like to see, and I'm sure everybody else would like to see. And the thing about that, hey Shannon, if you're watching this, you should apologize, but also remember, people are not obligated to accept your apology. After all the shit you did, I would definitely say it's appropriate for them to give you the middle finger. But at least you apologized. So, that would be nice.
Oh man. I did a little bit of looking into behaviors. Way Shannon conducted herself, it just does it. Something about it just doesn't make me feel good.
Right. Something.
It's like the first time in a long time I've been like kind of confident in someone's guilt. And I'm the type of guy to hold skepticism very high.
Oh, I know.
This one's kind of straightforward. It's pretty straightforward for me, and it's really, really scary because I'm afraid of being a sheep. But I feel so confident in my analysis that Shannon's trying to hide something.
Right. And the thing,
And like even with the Hopeless Peaches thing, I was like, Hopeless Peaches was innocent. She did nothing wrong. Like what the fuck? But then when it comes to Shannon, it's like I really can't find any way to like make her look better. It
Right.
just doesn't look good. And the only reason for that is because she's not being transparent. She's not being straightforward. She's trying to hide her motives, trying to hide what she did, and trying to like sit back and like be like, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. And then it just makes everything look worse and worse and worse and worse, and we don't know why. If we knew why, we could maybe understand.
And the thing that I've speculated is because I've also, thought that as well, and like, oh, why hasn't she spoken out? Like, what's the motive? And a possible motive, if my big brain theory about this manipulative husband of hers is true, then it could be possible that she's just trying to protect him by, you know, deflecting and running off and just, oh, none of that's true. It's all a lie. I can't prove it though, but it's all a lie. Because at the end of Emily's video, when Emily's sharing all of the screenshots from CreepShow, you can see where she's kind of like, oh, my husband would never do that. Andrew would never do that. He's never spoken about you, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of like, well, we kind of know that's not true anymore. So what's the tea, Shannon? Speak up.
Sorry, my voice sounds weird. I'm not using my good mic. I finished all the recording
That's
yesterday. I'm not doing anymore.
That's fair. People, okay, I'm looking at chat. I am reading it. It just takes me a minute.
That is a good point, Jeff. What Jeff put. CreepShow placed her own sister's fucking Twitter account in the LOLcow forums. A forums full of people that hate her and anyone associated with her. What? Why?
Yeah, I'm gonna. That was like super fucked. Like, why did she do that?
Why?
Asking the wrong person.
I question her demeanor. Like, I question her motives. I question her her sense of morality.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's like one of the weirdest fucking parts of that, where it's just like, why would you put your fucking family member with just like their personal Twitter account on that kind of fucking place? It's like if I were to fucking dox one of my family members in like Kiwi Farms or something for whatever fucking reason. Like, why the fuck would you do that?
Oh, we don't say that word. Don't.
There he goes.
Kiwi
Which
Farms.
word?
I hate
Kiwi Farms.
I use a lot of really bad words.
Kiwi Farms.
All right.
LOLcow Farms, Kiwi Farms, they're all the same.
So, I've had a couple.
LOLcow was a little bit more tolerable actually than Kiwi.
Yo, it's
Oh
Nawnii.
shit, it's Nawnii.
She said Shannon hates her sister because allegedly her sister disapproves of her husband or something. It's still kind of fucked up.
That's like the weirdest fucking response. You don't like my husband, so now you get posted on fucking LOLcow forums. What the fuck?
Nawnii, you can come in too, sister. I love you.
Fucking family therapy. What the fuck? It's so fucking weird.
But yes,
Anyway.
I'm reading chat and I have had a couple people say, well, Shannon's a narcissist too, so and so let me tell you a personal story. When I was with my toxic ex for 4 years, that shit changes you. You are not the same person when you walk out of that relationship compared to when you walk into it. In the beginning, it is very sunshine and rainbows, and you're having the best time of your fucking life, and now all of a sudden you're ready to end it all because of your partner. And it turns you in...
like a flip of a switch, man. It's crazy.
And it turns you into a deceitful, spiteful, negative source of energy on this earth.
So,
Go ahead.
I recently got out of a very bad situation for someone of 2 years, and I don't know if it's just me, but I ended up directing a lot of that energy towards all the negative energy went towards the person that basically treated me that way. I never ever tried to inflict that onto anyone else. That's something I consciously tried to avoid doing, and when people try to like downplay their behavior after an abusive relationship by being like, "Oh, I went through this or I went through that," it makes me feel like well, no, that's still bad because the person that treated me like shit for the past 2 years got out of a toxic relationship too, and he inflicted that onto me, and now I'm the next person that's supposed to be toxic to the people around me. No, no, you gotta be better than that. You go through someone that like treated you like fucking dog shit. You gotta recognize when you start self-projecting that onto other people. That's not okay, regardless. Because the person that treated me like shit for the past 2 years had a toxic ex, and then he inflicted that onto me, and now I have to deal with it because he went through it. That's not right.
No, it's not right, and it is terrible, and it's hard because it puts you in the middle of a situation where it's like, I want them to be better and I want them to get better, but at the same time I'm being hurt, and it's hard. So hi Nawnii.
Hello.
Welcome.
Okay, hi. I couldn't hear
I-
for a second. It was weird.
No, it's okay.
Well,
Sorry, I got a little angry there because
No, it's
that
okay.
person in my life still fucking. There's still wounds I'm trying to heal.
Right.
I feel you.
Shannon is still an adult. She should still be held personally accountable. Yes, that is true. Shannon
A little too close to home.
Shannon is a grown-ass woman, and she was a grown-ass woman when all this shit happened, and she just needs to fess up to all the shit that she did, because we know all the shit she did now. I don't give a fuck.
It's so ironic. It's so fucking ironic. Oh my god.
Interesting.
You'll see why. Watch my video tomorrow. You'll see how the
Oh.
irony stacks up. It's
Excellent,
so
I
funny.
can't wait. And I feel like a big step for her in the right direction would be to, you know, make a 15-20 minute video, I don't care how long it is, you know, apologizing to all the people she's harmed with all the shit that she's did and said. Take a personal accountability. She's gonna get the wave of backlash, obviously, because that's just how it tends to go. And continuing from this point, nobody's going to take her at her word anymore. And if she wants this community back, she needs to prove with her actions that shit is gonna be different if she was to come back.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
And if she needs help, please, Shannon, say something. Let us know you're safe.
It's upsetting.
It's slightly upset. I always thought Shannon to be someone I could moderately trust with a modicum of things in my life. Not a lot though, because I don't trust content creators anymore, ever.
You can only trust furries.
What did you just say?
No, not even that. No,
wait,
like,
that is like
anyone
That's like
who's
the
a
worst
content creator,
advice ever.
specifically a commentary one. I never really integrate them in my life in any meaningful way because I can't trust it anymore after 2018. I just can't.
Cries and Spoctor doesn't trust me.
I literally I can only trust you to a certain degree, Nawnii, and then by that point you hit a brick wall and you can't go deeper into my personal life. Like I literally
Same way.
refuse to get close with content creators anymore after what happened to me in 2018. I refuse.
I mean, especially with that's understandable from your like from where you came from with all that shit. I can
Definitely.
totally understand that. Like I imagine anyone would feel the same way having gone through that.
Definitely.
There's other people in my
But-
life who aren't YouTubers, who nobody knows about, who I don't talk about in my personal life. And I try to keep it that way because that's my life. And what I do in my life is not important to my content.
Wait, you
I
can
argue,
be
unless I'm doing
friends?
something stupid illegal, you
Mhm.
know, like grooming people. But I'm not, so I feel like my personal life shouldn't be part of my content.
You guys have personal lives?
I never would have guessed. I thought you were
Did you
just
not
a
realize I'm
lizard.
not- I'm not actually a coyote on the internet. You know that, right?
What?
Yeah, I'm actually 3 coyotes in a trench coat. We're very
Oh,
small.
okay.
Well,
I
damn,
thought you
where are
were
the
so
other 2?
coyote. Phew.
We
I
actually
was
have one
worried.
metal coyote hanging off the side for the arm. It's a little elongated, so it's a little strange, but we make it work, I think.
Good. As long as it works.
I've only ever
Yeah,
had business
Nawnii.
interactions with Shannon.
Hello.
Nawnii, what the hell you said about trusting furries? No, that's
Excuse me.
bad advice.
That's the worst advice ever.
That's also
Not
bad. That's
ever.
also bad. I don't.
That might be worse advice than trusting a commentary YouTuber.
It's
Don't
true.
ever trust a furry.
No,
Or a
no,
furry commentary
put-
YouTuber.
My order goes
May I present
commentary
to you
YouTubers
furry commentary.
and then furries. I think furries
They're
are
a furry-
slightly better. It's the lesser
I'm
evil.
officially a furry
on.
now. It's
Well,
so
what if they're a furry commentary YouTuber?
cool.
That's worse. That's me. Don't trust me.
You heard it here
No,
first.
because like at least furries don't have that reach. Commentary YouTubers are scary because they have that reach, and if they want to fucking lie about you, they can, and they
Oh, God.
will, as proven to me a long time ago.
Yes.
I don't know just how people can just bold face lie. It makes me feel icky.
I lost all respect for Shannon when she called Hopeless Peaches a suicide baiter. That's been debunked, I'm pretty sure.
Hold on,
I
in
think it was
fairness,
more
I
of
think
Luke, right?
yeah, Luke said it. Shannon repeated it after Luke had said it, but I think she kind of apologize for repeating Luke's initial lie that Luke actually doubled down on, I believe, and then lied
don't
about when
remember.
people called him out for that.
How old is
The
CreepShow
phony furry
anyways?
avatar crosses their
Is
arms.
CreepShow 26?
Yeah, right there. There we go.
Somewhere between,
28?
yeah, it's somewhere between 26 and 28.
I
Late,
can't remember exactly.
late 20s, we'll just say.
Yeah. Mid to late.
Well, I do believe though that was mostly Luke's lie. I think you're right on that one, Nawnii.
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not. I don't know. I can't remember anything.
That Luke shit, man. That the way Shannon treated other creators is really what puts a dent in a lot of the analysis, like she's making, because it's like Shiokami's making, because it's like I don't know if I don't know if Andrew's interested at all in just like being a vindictive asshole to other content creators. You know, like he wouldn't be influencing that behavior.
Right.
Shannon would be like initiating that herself, and whether that's inflicted from, and whether that's self-projecting from what like Andrew did to her or not is something we can't even we can't analyze because she's not being honest with any motives or why any of this is happening.
Right.
That's really all. That's all she needs to do.
And
Tell us what's up.
Right. And the thing about this is like the sooner she comes out and says something, the better. But at the same time, with all of this going on,
For Wednesday, I want to release my video for everyone.
he said, I want to do it first. But
I want to be the one to release my video first.
with all of this shit going on, you know, I feel like she also needs maybe like a week or two to reflect, to actually let it sink in, so she's not giving like an empty fucking apology.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She needs to tell the truth.
So after being accused of shit in 2018, I would like in my head cycle through so many the many different things I could be accused of. Some of them plausible, some of them outlandish as hell, such as pedophilia again. Like no. One of them, another one I could be accused of is cheating, because there's people that think I've cheated in my life when it's more of a complicated situation than it
Like
really
on
is.
Minecraft?
No, not like that.
Are you Dream?
No.
Dream
I
in
don't think
chat.
it's anybody's business what you do in your like personal relationships. I hate
Oh,
it when
yeah.
people are like that.
Yeah, right? Because fucking like I never got out of that horny phase. I just turned 18 and started becoming more responsible with it. You know?
Right.
That's you know, I'm somewhat of a LOLcow myself for that, but I know what I am, so whatever.
Yeah, at least you own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I am. But like, what was that? Where did my train of thought go? Ah, what was I
The
talking
station. You might need a new ticket.
You said you cheated on Minecraft, I
about? I
think.
lost. Yeah, cheated on Minecraft. That's it. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
Was it? Yeah. So yeah. 2018. I mentioned 2018, and then I lost it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, that's right. The experiences I went through when I came to like pondering if I get canceled again, what would I do if I got canceled again? How would I approach the situation? I pondered so many different possible scenarios, so many different things I could be accused of. Like I even contemplated if I was accused of murder.
I mean, I've thought that once
It
like-
just
myself.
depends on who you murder. You know?
Like I there's a long drive to where I go to like work and class every day, and it's like an hour-long drive, and during those drives these are the types of scenarios I would sometimes think up.
Oh no.
I would just think in my head, and I'd speak verbally out loud how I would respond to them. Verbally saying your thoughts out loud, by the way, helps you become a very, very good speaker. I would recommend doing
Same.
that every now and again. Yeah, I would recommend doing that every now and again. It really helps you conjugate your thoughts in a very insightful way. And basically, like, I think I've gotten a general, somewhat decent understanding of like how people should respond and how people need to respond when in positions like this. Because I know what they shouldn't do, because I did do that. I in 2018 I did what someone in my position shouldn't have done, and thankfully enough, YouTubers like Ponder and PK were good enough to see through the lies and make me understand that, oh well, I guess I shouldn't have really responded the way that I did.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
a lot of that issue came from self-identification as well. Like, I actually thought I was a bad person because that's what everyone told me throughout the many, like, 2 years that I started YouTube. And honestly, in hindsight, I was a bad person. I cheated on someone. I had someone cheat on their partner with me, and I had pretty much like no remorse for the latter. The former I regret wholeheartedly, like entirely. Like, cheating is not, it's not something I'm proud of.
We're young. People
Yeah.
make mistakes when they're young.
Yeah, it's not something I'm proud of, and I'm still friends with my ex right now to this day, and they understand, and we've talked it out, and no bad blood between us.
That's good.
In fact, they're one of my closest friends now.
I-
But
Oh, go ahead.
I just, not everyone's pretty princess.
You're not a pretty princess.
I'm a pretty princess.
Can I be a pretty princess? I'll be the prettiest.
Absolutely.
I don't even know.
I'm just gonna need some time to consider that Spoctor's not a pretty
It's just,
princess.
if people found out, you know, when it happened that I was a cheater, like, I wouldn't have a channel. And like I feel like a mistake like that even though it's as big as it is, I don't need a mob to tell me when I fucked up.
Right.
I really don't. And I feel like sometimes mobs are fueled by too much passion, anger, and drama and blindsidedness, and it's like, who are you to say how I should be? Or who are you to tell me that I should do better? Like, like I can be who I want to be. I don't have to fucking listen to you. Sure, you can stop supporting me. Sure, you can stop watching my videos. But you know, in the end, it's my decision.
Something
And
I-
Yeah,
honestly, it goes both ways.
so
I totally feel you on that one. Where I've had multiple relationships end. I've had multiple friendships, completely end. Where, like, it's even if I'm openly friends with them on social media, I won't ever mention that there was any kind of falling out whatsoever or breakup, just because I don't think there's an audience that needs to be involved in that. They don't need to
Yeah,
pick a
no
side.
one needs to be involved in
Just
that.
people in a mess.
Even if what I did was horrible, like cheating, I've it's been over 2 years now since I've done it, and I've come to terms with what I've done, and I've come to terms with that I did it. And you
Yeah.
know,
I
if
think
people
that's
look at me differently because of it, then that's fine, because I did it, and I have to live with that.
I think that's a big mistake a lot of people make. They try to get audiences involved, like somehow they're owed that kind of, insight into their life. They're not. Nobody's owed that insight into your life. If you have a relationship fall apart, a friendship fall apart, you are more than within your rights not to share that with hundreds to thousands of people. That's okay to keep that private. You can do that, and you should.
anyway, so well,
Sorry, that's so weird. I'm sorry.
well, no. It was just because I was trying to let you guys go, so I kept starting and stopping because you guys kept going.
Okay, I will now be quiet. You may speak. She.
Well, I was going to sheesh. I was gonna mention that I don't watch every single video that Shannon's made because honestly, I don't like her content. That's just a personal thing. Her content, not really for me. She was, up and coming YouTuber when I first saw her, and I was like, great. I hope she succeeds. I hope she, gets the nice long end of the stick. But I noticed the initial change in her behavior when she started becoming more involved with some of the bigger commentary creators. Like she was talking to commentary creators in the beauty community, and she got involved with the beauty community drama, and she's talking to fucking shit, I totally forgot his face. Angu? Fuck. Shit. I know his name, I just don't remember right now.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's good for Shannon to speak up, but I think it's also smart for her to consult legal counsel too. Because like even if like she's not actually doing it, I think she still should, because as far as I'm concerned, lawyers are pretty good at knowing what you need to say and how you need to say it, regardless of whatever the situation is. Because the internet's somewhat of a courtroom. We're a jury. We decide whether you're a good person or not. A lot of us are stupid and we don't actually like think critically. Yes. But, regardless, lawyers know how to construct an argument.
Right.
Lawyers can probably help her like explain things.
And there's a fucking stigma about that too. Oh, just because she seeks legal advice means she's guilty. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
That's not true at all.
Yeah, no, that's not true at all.
Completely separate to that.
And it's just fucking weird that people think that. Like, you're within your legal rights to get a lawyer if you feel like you need or want one. Like, what the fuck?
I'll tell you what, if I'm ever accused of something, like in 2018 again, I'd go to a lawyer immediately. I'd post on Twitter how bullshit it is, and then I wouldn't post for until I talked to a lawyer. Yeah. I wouldn't be silent, but I also wouldn't really talk much on it,
Right.
I'd have to approach it very cautiously to make sure that nobody like thinks I'm trying to hide, but also nobody thinks that I'm trying to run away.
Yeah.
I also don't want to disclose too much without talking to a lawyer, stuff like that. You got to be smart about it.
Arbery says Shannon may not speak. She's starting to delete apps like Instagram because she had many conversations with Emily.
That's not smart at all.
No, it just
shouldn't do that.
Sussy.
I know she deleted her Twitter.
Talk to Rory before doing any of that. I'm glad she deleted her Instagram. I'm very glad she did, because some of the conversations I had with her were kind of like about like my past.
Oh.
Some of the things that I regret doing. The stuff I'm talking about now.
Okay.
The stuff I've come to terms with. I've come to terms with.
Yeah.
The stuff I trust saying publicly now, after umpteen years of me reflecting on it and understanding it and becoming a better person,
Right.
Years ago I was definitely afraid of any of this like ever being said publicly, because it's like it's so soon. Nobody's gonna believe that I'm trying to change. Nobody's gonna try to fucking give me the benefit of the doubt. But now that it's been over 2 years, it's like I think I can say it confidently and say I've moved on. Right. And I think anyone can do that.
And the thing about this is
CreepShow can do that.
Yeah. The thing about this, regardless of if she does apologize or if she doesn't apologize, all of this shit is gonna be over within the span of 2 months. And then it'll be like everything went back to fucking normal. Which is, yeah, it's a little sad, but at the same time,
that's how the internet goes.
It's kind of what the internet does.
Because like, I don't know, because people like Mini Lad are kind of like, they're still getting views.
Right. And the thing about that is like,
not as much though. It still is a significant impact. And it would be enough for a defamation charge if the allegations were false.
Right.
Like, like in Mini Lad's case.
Right. And
I think her seeking legal counsel is, in my opinion, it should solidify the fact that she thinks she's innocent.
Right.
Yeah. You're confident enough to spend money on a lawyer.
Yeah, because I mean, see, because like, let's say for example, maybe she was just gonna slap Emily with a cease and desist.
Yep.
Yeah, it's with Shannon's legal rights to do so if she felt it necessary, but at the same time, is it really necessary?
A cease and desist is basically like a legal formal like threat to stop doing what you're doing, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a hey, keep my name out your mouth, or I'm gonna have to slap you with a fee.
Hey yo,
Yes.
shut up.
No, I thought it was like a basically legal threat.
I mean, not. It's not
To an extent.
necessarily.
Does there have to be some does there have to be some sort of merit to a cease and desist, or can you just file one? I actually don't know that.
It's,
Do you know that?
I like
so.
one on you right now.
Oh,
'Cause I know it's illegal. I know it's like really wishy-washy to like threaten legal counsel, like unless it's in the form of a cease and desist. Because if you threaten legal counsel like informally, it can be used against you later.
Right. So there's formal and
Yeah.
informal. So if you're like,
Yeah.
hey, stop talking about me, that would be cool, and they still keep talking shit about you, it's kind of like, well, I kind of told you to stop, but I guess I can't make you stop. A legal cease and desist from an actual like lawyer is like, hey, you gotta stop talking about me now, cause my lawyer said so.
Hang on.
Sure. I hear him typing.
I whenever I don't know things, I like to
Yeah, no, go ahead.
research, and I like to be informed. You guys can keep talking. I'm just interested now. I'm gonna look into
Yeah,
it.
I'm just
I'll
reading
tell you
chat.
guys what I find.
Do we know if she's actually taking legal action, though? We won't know until it happens. That's just what she said. Is it a smart idea for her to do so? Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see what comes out of that, actually.
Okay. Yes, so I was correct. You don't have to have any legal grounds to file a cease and desist. You can actually file one by yourself
Okay.
without like the speculation with a cease and desist is basically like it's a formal threat. It's like saying, "Hey, if you keep up what you're doing, I'm going to pursue legal action," but it's in a formal way that can't bite you in the butt later down the line. You know?
Does that vary depending on state, or is that national?
It's generally accepted. I don't exactly know that specific part.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I didn't know if it,
But-
whatever you're looking at, clarified.
Yeah. I see.
I hope Shannon doesn't go the route by flagging videos that criticize her. Oh, we don't want another Kuro the Wolf. Look out, everybody.
Oh, a cease and desist letter isn't even legally binding either. It's literally just a threat. Wow. Okay. You don't even have to. You don't even have to follow up with a lawsuit.
He said, "Bruh moment."
Yeah. If you get a cease and desist and you still think you're within your legal right, you could still continue on.
Throw it in
And
the garbage, as
if
Brony
they-
Inspector
it's
says.
crazy. It's just a legal threat. Wow. That's whack.
It's enough to scare people, I guess. Enough to scare them into
It can be.
stop doing what they're doing.
It can be. Yeah, it can be. That's interesting. I thought there had to be some sort of merit to the claim, but I guess not. I don't know. The timeline of events is too convenient. So, in her LOLcow, I did a lot of shuffling, a lot of posting, and I see a lot of strange, like little tiny details that no creator has noticed. So, in the LOLcow forums,
Sure.
Shannon had a post where she assumed the identity. It was obvious it was Shannon, right? Like,
Right.
She was pretending to be someone else.
Mhm.
She was pretending to be a smaller YouTuber that tried to collab with CreepShow.
Okay.
In this post, and she basically made CreepShow out to be this little prick who didn't collab with her because I don't collab with people's content who I don't watch.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the things that she put in the post. She was like, CreepShow's a little bitch because she didn't collab with me because she doesn't watch my content. I think that's stupid, and I hope she literally burns. And that's
Ooh,
kind
my
of
feelings.
the outline. That's kind of the outline of what she like said about herself in those forums.
Right.
And I find it interesting because in her Instagram story, she discusses about a smaller creator who got mad because they didn't collab with her. And her reasoning was, in her story, she put, I don't collab with YouTubers who I don't watch. And I find it weird how she would use her Instagram and her public image in her story to basically back up the claims of that false person she created in LOLcow.
Right.
It's my opinion to believe that all the posts that the admins put together are all CreepShow. I am like 95% sure all of those are CreepShow because of what I know about IP spoofing, cookies, and basically IP tracking, and how the admins basically have all the information. But what I am almost certain that those are CreepShow. So
I like cookies.
whenever I look at those posts, I analyze as if it's CreepShow. You'll see why I think that in my video. I explain in a lot of detail using my computer science knowledge why it's most likely her.
Yes, I can't wait. Very excited.
It's a whole 10-minute section out of the 50-minute video that I have.
50? Wow, I'll have something to watch at work tomorrow. Yay!
I'll watch it.
Yeah. Oh, it's a really interesting rundown. I as I was scripting it myself, I was also just kind of like, whew. Whoa, this is a story.
Amy is CreepShow art, but she said she's not Amy. Yeah, people kind of speculated that the whole Amy character was a facade, so I think everyone knows that.
Another thing I found very fascinating about CreepShow, I looked into a lot of the interactions with CreepShow and the LOLcow people. A lot of her posts, the LOLcow people didn't like.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. Literally, the first post she ever put on the LOLcow forum broke Rule 4.
Not Rule 4!
Rule 4.
Anything
Rule
with
4?
that.
Rule 4 was cow tipping.
Okay.
I love cows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Continue.
Rule 4 was like, do not harass or degrade against any subject posted. It's called cow tipping. And on her first post, she literally admitted to messaging CreepShow about some of the things that were said in LOLcow, and someone literally just responded, did you just openly admit to cow tipping? Really? ... Something along those lines.
Yeah, it's pretty sussy.
Sussy.
And, yeah, I have plenty of screenshots of like the people in here saying like shit to Shannon, like, so there's a can I curse? Because I'm gonna like read
I've
these
been
verbatim.
cussing this whole time.
All right, so, well, some of these guys are really fucking vulgar and they say slurs, but so they go. There's one here 2 years ago. CreepShow, shut the actual fuck up and get the fuck out of here. Ooh woo, but you're just agreeing with her. She made a pointless video with clickbait thumbnail in which she states the obvious fact and then goes on to reiterate how ooh woo different and ooh woo special she is. No one gives a fuck. Can't link posts and doesn't sage. Can you be more obvious, CreepShow? You think that CreepShow would learn a thing or two about decent fucking anatomy after lurking and posting on here? They all knew she was in there.
Right.
Yeah. And the admins just confirmed it, and it's very interesting. The people on LOLcow, people don't give them enough credit. These guys are kind of, you gotta give them their, like, where respect is due. These guys can read people.
Spy creeping around here.
Tails asks, do you think CreepShow's sister is going to make a video about this, or do you think she's above all that? There's no fucking way Shannon's sister is gonna start jumping into this shit.
But wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh my god, color me fucking impressed if she did.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get working on that the rest of those 25 minutes.
Absolutely.
Should be ready to roll tomorrow, hopefully, if YouTube puts it through the metadata smoothly.
Yeah, if YouTube allows it.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have
Sacrifice the algorithm.
You
to
guys
Susan.
got a little insight onto how I feel towards the situation, and it'll reflect on that video.
And I love to hear it.
All right, wish me luck. Have fun.
Have fun.
Nice meeting you. Later, Gator.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya, boy.
Oh man, gosh. Oh jeez, I hate that guy. Ugh.
Ugh. Oh my god.
Nawnii, you are too wholesome.
I always love it when people leave and you pretend to talk crap about them.
Yeah.
I love you, Spoctor. I'm sorry. Okay. I've cleared the air.
Yeah. I was just telling
See,
Nawnii,
that's
just so
taking
everyone knows,
accountability.
just full disclosure, everybody. I was telling Nawnii in the chat though, cows actually have best friends. That's one of the most adorable facts about cows you'll ever find
I love
out.
cows.
They have best friends. I
but
know.
not
That's why I
all
told you.
cows.
Fair enough.
Just not the lol ones.
Spoctor said, "Wow."
You've been discovered. You've been nay-nayed.
I'm sorry.
The exposed video is gonna drop like an hour ago.
Please. What happened to me? I did a stream yesterday, and it was so surprising how many people were like, "What happened to CreepShow?" I was like, "Have you not been on the internet the past 3
Just have you
4
not
days?"
heard?
I have.
The
But,
news.
like, it's like, it's just so weird. I had to recap like 3 times. I was like, "Guys, just look it up, please."
Yeah, I said that in the beginning also. I was like, I'm not gonna fucking go over this shit. Here, watch these 5 videos.
Please. It's like,
I've been
all
like
decent.
paying. I've been paying very, not like, it's not like I've been ignoring the whole CreepShow situation. It's just CreepShow is one of those people where it's like if I heard that she was a liar, she's the person I would be really unshocked about out of everyone in the community. And it's because I've seen some of her content where she makes a lot of very bold claims, but shows very little visual information to corroborate the claims. So it's one of those things where it's like I'm already on the like suspect of everything she says,
Mhm.
and it's always like there's a couple situations that I've seen that have like in hindsight not really played out being what she sold it as. So it's like one of those things where if I had heard she was a liar or just a piece of shit, she would have been the one that I was really unsurprised to hear it about, you know?
Understandable.
So it's one of the things where it's like, I'm not saying 100%, obviously she did everything
Right.
nails in the coffin, whatever, but I'm really unshocked to hear that people are saying it because it's CreepShow.
Right. And the thing about that is that, I've never spoke to the girl personally, so I don't know her on a personal level. So just judging her based on the content, let's say, for example, this was all a fucking fabricated myth to cancel Shannon and get her off the internet because of some spiteful creator grudge, right? It's not the first time people have fabricated shit about Shannon. And you know who the first person was to say that it was a lie? Fucking Shannon.
True. I've spoke to Shannon a few times.
Yeah, I saw your live stream.
like,
You
I can-
mentioned that.
I can definitely see as to where you would hear, "Oh, Shannon was being a hypocrite." Obviously, duh, that makes so much sense. I can understand where people would be like, not surprised. But when it came to her talking crap about all of her close friends on LOLcow or whatever, that I still don't understand because not even, but probably less than a month ago, she was telling me Ready to Glare and Repzilla and all these people are so sweet and so nice and such a great community and awesome. And she was like, "Yeah, you should definitely get in with them because the art commentary community is kind of scary." And I was just like, yeah, that you're so sweet and nice and you're right. I should talk to them some more. And now she's talking poopy behind all their backs. I'm like, what? You were just telling me how nice they were. I just don't understand. I'm so confused, even now.
And I get that, but it's one of those things like, to me, it's one of those things based on everything that I've seen. And I get that it is a shock to a lot of people, but to me, it's just like, it would be just as shocking as if somebody said, "Oh, Ethan Ralph's making a jackass of himself again on Twitter." It's like, oh, okay, so it's a day that ends in Y, is what you're saying. Oh, water's wet today. Okay, I get you. It's just a normal day. Like that's what it feels like to me. Like with this kind of story about this kind of person, like it feels like it fits so well that you're just completely unfazed by it. You're like, okay, what are we having for breakfast? Like, what's going on? Like, this is a weird conversation. Like, segues are strange. I don't know how to fix this. Like, it's very. I don't. I don't know. I don't know how to approach the situation without being like, oh, you're just finding this out? Well, no shit, you know?
It's just like in private, she's so different, or
Right.
fake, I guess, but like she's so different, and it's just like I don't understand how somebody could be so, fake, assuming that everything is true. Of course,
Right.
it's just weird. Like I can understand being different on your YouTube channel, but like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like two different people, for me at least.
Yeah, and I feel like this is kind of where I'm stuck on the abusive husband theory, is because like
That was my initial reaction in the beginning of Emily's video as well.
yeah, I'm not sure if you heard my whole fucking spiel about that theory.
I don't think I heard all of it. But I think
You kind
I
of
can
get what
only
I'm saying.
assume we're probably like on the same page, because I was in a situation with an abusive fella back in the day, and for 5 years, and for a couple of those years, I became almost just as toxic as this dude, because I was just trying to be like, validated or whatever. But then again, I was also just 18, so eventually I realized that this was stupid, and I got over it, and I left the situation. But I mean, I guess I can't say that because everybody's affected differently in whatever situations they're in. So it's hard for me to understand how. I don't know. I that was my initial reaction too, but I don't want to make any assumptions about whatever. Andrew, was that his name?
Yeah,
Anthony.
she was calling him Andrew, but I guess his name is Anthony. I guess she was calling him Andrew for legal sake. I'm not really sure. But you just reminded me of something else, actually. Is there seems to be this fucking misconception that there's a fucking age limit on being manipulated.
True.
You don't have to be 12 to be manipulated. People get manipulated well into their fucking 40s. There's no age gap between what manipulators choose. Most manipulators, choose people that are younger than them because kids are dumb and impressionable. But, you know, there are still dumb and impressionable adults too, so...
Yeah, we never know what her childhood... Never know what her childhood was like, and just don't know, I'm pretty easily manipulated myself. And I'm 24 this year. But, I don't know. That was one of my assumptions as well, but I don't want to go out here and be like, oh yes, she's being abused. I don't want anybody to... I feel yucky making assumptions like that, you know what I mean?
Well, considering
I just wanted to point out, like, just to help solidify that point a little bit, because I know that there have been times where I've inadvertently kind of given off this impression that I think adults can't be manipulated. I don't think that's true. I think adults can very much be manipulated. Like, how the fuck do you think the Manson family got started? Like, just because you're an adult doesn't like suddenly bar you from being taken in by somebody who's trying to get something out of you or has an ulterior motive. Like, that's how cults go. That's how fucking shit like that happens. Like, it's not just kids. So it is one of those things that adults can be groomed. They can be manipulated for whatever reason. It's just a matter of naivete. It's a matter of how good the manipulator is at pulling certain strings or pushing certain buttons. It's just, there's a lot of factors involved in that.
And
yeah, I agree.
That's really just the big point I wanted to address, because I've watched a good 5-6 hours of content just circling this one situation, and it is only the finger being pointed at Shannon. And yes, hold Shannon accountable, because she did what she did and she said what she said, and she just needs to own that shit. But where the fuck is her husband?
Yeah, this husband... When I watched Emily's video, it was definitely my first reaction was to personally blame him, even for what Shannon did. But of course, you can't blame people for other people's actions. But I don't know. I didn't want to be like out here being like, oh yeah, it's not Shannon, it's her husband. We don't know, because I didn't want the internet to be mad at me. But
right.
Ooh, something was falling.
Because Coyote hasn't seen Emily's video, so he doesn't quite understand the severity of the abuse Andrew
I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened. Yeah, sorry. No, I'm sorry. I don't have 2 hours of my life to dedicate, of feature-length films worth of time to dedicate to
it's only 1 hour.
watching.
2 times speed.
Okay.
Come on, Coyote.
Okay, regardless, it's one of those subjects where it's just because of the subject matter. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm not shocked and I don't care, so I'll just see how this plays out.
That's fair. Can't argue with you.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, yeah, there's nothing we can do because, you know, the situation doesn't involve us. It involves, her and Emily, and I would like to assume the husband, but obviously can't confirm that, but it's up here. It lives rent free. She's hanging out.
Definitely. It's both of them, I guess. That's what I'm gonna conclude for now. It's the both of them.
It's collusion.
Her husband is probably afraid of taking criticism and backlash. Yeah, most narcissists are.
Yeah. It's not that they're afraid, it's they won't accept it.
It's that they
They're-
don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
They're both hoodwinking us. It's a hoodwink, a flam.
That would be sad, but
Sorry.
doxing her sister has nothing to do with it. And yeah, I agree. Doxing her sister, kind of fucked up. Maybe
Not a good play.
maybe we should keep that off the list next time.
Yeah, like,
Lying about all the LOLcow posts. That's pretty funny. If you know, you know.
But at the same time, you know, if Andrew is this grand master manipulator and really the only reason Shannon and her sister doesn't get along is because the sister doesn't like Andrew, then hi, master manipulator is gonna manipulate Shannon into not wanting a relationship with her sister anymore.
Yeah, it just makes a lot of sense to me. Because in the post that she posted on Reddit a long time ago about her sister, it was like, who's the worst person in your life? And she was like, my sister, definitely. And she went on to explain things like her sister said that because her sister, I don't know, because Shannon's bisexual and she was blaming her sexuality problems. Like her sister was like saying, your husband's abusive because he's a straight male. And
Okay.
it's just like really weird. And I just, that sounds like something my ex-boyfriend would have said. Would have been like, no, clearly they're just a cringe SJW trying to break us up. I'm not abusive. They just don't like me because I'm a straight white male. Duh. And it just kind of like really hit home. I was like,
I was saying,
I
go ahead.
feel like it's an abuse thing,
Yeah,
but I can't say for sure.
right. That's what I was saying earlier, and that's why I feel like it could very possibly be that as well. And I
It started that way.
I do appreciate Spoctor's input. He said that he doesn't necessarily think that that's the only thing happening, and I agree. There's definitely something else going on behind the scenes. But at the same time, you know, now that we know Andrew's fucking batshit crazy, people like that don't change. They just move on to the next person that they want to fuck up.
Definitely. And like this has gone on for how long did Emily say? Like 10 years almost?
Oh
Or
god,
something
it's
crazy?
like, oh fuck. I don't remember exactly what she said. I remember some of the older screenshots she said she had were from 2017, so it's been a good minute.
It's been a while. Long enough for a lot of stuff to have happened. So, you know, I mean, it probably started as a weird power dynamic, I would imagine. And then Shannon just kind of like became him.
Yeah.
Like the same.
And
you know?
it's ultimately, I said this before already, it's another reason why I want her to speak out sooner rather than later, because even if it was just like a, hey guys, I'm safe, I'm working on something, I'll catch you guys in like a week or a month or whatever, you know, just little update posts, little spice of life, you know, just hey, I'm okay, I'll see you guys soon, you know, that I would be at peace with that for the time being until she came out with a statement.
Definitely. Say something. Just, you know, wave at us. Facebook poke us, please.
Yeah, send me a Dragon Quest DM. Let me know you're good.
Something, please.
Does Shannon have kids? No, I don't think so. No.
Not that I'm aware of. Oh my gosh, the person in the chat complaining about The pride flag was in my chat yesterday.
Oh,
Wait, what person?
Tails,
Tails.
Doll, Chow, Heartless, Roxas. They're like, don't you
Why are
know that that rainbow flag doesn't belong to you? They were in my chat yesterday
What?
too. My boyfriend had to get rid of them. Takoyaki.
Why?
Oh my
Why
god.
are you upset about the pride flag, Tails? What did it do to you?
They probably just have some. Their parents probably told them that.
I think Emily mentioned it. No, Emily has kids. Shannon doesn't have
Yeah,
kids.
Emily has children. Yeah. Did you hear about the like? Well, no, I guess it was in Emily's video, so you probably did hear about it. But like the thing about being homeless, not being like
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're
not
talking
being
about.
a thing. Like there was a choice. It wasn't the actual homelessness. It was just like they wanted to live in a car, which is not the same in my opinion.
Well, I
But
guess if you're looking at it from a legal standpoint, legally,
well, yeah,
yes, that would be homeless.
it was a
And
choice.
yeah, I know what you're saying.
And it was just wild to me because like that was one of the biggest things her and I bonded over. Like I was like, okay, so you just wanted to have van life, and I was like being threatened to literally be on the road. I understand. Thank you for bonding with me, but I don't know, it just made me feel sad.
Yeah, it's something else that I noticed with her as well. Like I said, never spoke to Shannon, don't know her like that, but she takes all of her like negative trauma and like, oh, well, I like you because you went through a similar experience like me and how we're two peas in a pod. We'll get along great.
Mm-hmm. Trigger her? What? I'm trying to read your chat.
It's okay.
I don't know what this last person said. I think they're just talking about random things. I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, I just have a couple of people that just like to say random stuff sometimes.
I feel it. I feel it.
This is a theory. I think Shannon was homeless but lived in a library. No, you can't live in a library. She was using a public library to connect to the internet and use the computers and stuff. That's as far as I know. So
Libraries and coffee houses and stuff. You know, stuff you do when you're homeless, really. When you live in a car. It'd be funny. I want to live in a library. That's pretty sick.
I guess that's. I guess that's pretty much the tea on my opinion. I mean, I want Shannon to be safe, of course. I want to know that she's okay mentally and physically. I would appreciate, even though people aren't going to believe her anymore because people can't trust her at her word, I would still appreciate the utmost honesty out of her when she is getting ready to make her statement, of which she should. Seeking legal advice. Yes, Shannon, do that, please. It's good for everybody. It can literally not go wrong. Husband. Hey, if your husband's batshit crazy, are you like, girl, please let us help you.
If your husband's crazy, you can come stay in my guest room, okay?
It's the thing about that is like you have all of these people that have worked with you and trusted you and like you, and yeah, you're kind of fucking up right now. But if you need help, please tell somebody.
I have Wi-Fi. You don't even have to go to the library. Like, come on. If you need help, for sure. It's just so sad. I hope everything. I don't know. I don't know what I hope because what could happen? Like, what's best case scenario?
Best case scenario. Obviously Shannon is safe.
Of course, yeah.
If her husband is causing a problem with Shannon behind the scenes that we don't know about, I hope he's out of the fucking picture because literally a shit stain on this planet. And I hope Shannon reflects very deeply on this past week and a half, and I hope she comes out with a genuine statement and an apology to the people that she's harmed because of her actions.
Yeah. I like your best case scenario.
Well, I mean, it's a best case scenario for a reason.
True. I hope that's what happens, because I don't know. If anything else crazy comes out, I'm not gonna know what to think. What are they talking about in your chat? Black Panthers?
They are popping off.
What is going on?
All of a sudden, they're talking about the Black Panthers.
I'm just gonna pretend like they're talking about furry species. Because I feel like that would upset them. And that's kind of funny. I love furries.
Oh,
Happy Pride Month.
Oh, happy Pride Month. To all the girls, gays, and theys, hey.
There you go. Short fuse.
There you
That's a good
go.
name. The rainbow flag has been. Why are people?
Can I beat my microphone? Absolutely, but I won't.
Beat it?
Oh, this was $100.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and that's more than enough. I'm willing to spend on anything else.
I feel you.
I was like,
How much?
What?
What kind of microphone do you have?
It's
I don't know
the
what I was gonna say.
it's the Blue Yeti Nano.
Cool. I asked as if I know anything about microphones. But
Well, because there's the Blue Yeti, the long, like, oval shaped one, and then they have one that's still the oval shape, but it's small.
Mhm.
I like the small one because it's small.
That's fair.
The big
Valid.
one was just too big.
Bro, are you talking about the movie Black Panther or the organization?
Well, isn't
What
the
are they
movie?
talking about?
There's multiple movies named Black Panther.
At least tell me you know about the Gorillas, like the band.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like Murdoch in 2D.
Oh my god, how the fuck old was I when I heard the Gorillas for the first time? Holy shit.
I remember Feel Good Inc. came on MTV when I was little, and I guess I really liked it. And then my mom made fun of me for it. She's like, "You like that weird," like, I don't remember what she said exactly, but like, "You like that weird music video? I always see you dancing to it." And so I never listened to it again. And I was like, "Okay, I'm a weirdo. His mom said so." Until I got like way older and I heard it again. And I was like, "You know what, bro? This song is a bop. I love it." And then I had a Gorillaz phase.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily have a Gorillas phase as much. It was like, oh hey, the Gorillas are on the radio. And the song I would always hear play is the windmill in the sky, love forever, da 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 da, whatever the fuck. I don't even remember the words. It's been so long.
I know what you're talking about. I know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. I'm a cute non-binary. I am very happy for you, Rest of the Lion.
Yo, we love those here. We love those here. Want to see more of it? Want to see more of it? We love everyone here. We want to see more of you, unless you're a fucking zoophile.
True, true. Very accurate.
Or anybody else that, you know, commits immorally wrong and hateful, disgusting, deceitful crimes. Please stay away from me.
I stand by this. I stand by this. I stand by this.
The only crime I can morally justify is murder.
I was like, what is Shiyokami gonna say? Shoplifting things you need, maybe? Or like, recreational drugs? What is Shiyokami gonna say? And then Shiyokami said murder.
Murder! Kill them all!
It's awesome.
No, but like, if it became a life or death situation and it was you or the assaulter, yeah, fucking kill his ass. Take him down.
I can vibe with that. Not just general murder, but for protection, I can
Yeah.
vibe. I think.
Not just like I hate you. Not stuff like that. Just this is
Ayo, I don't like
purely-
your shoes.
Yeah, purely self-defense.
Of course. It's like, oh, you like Homestuck? Die.
Oh my god. Jesus. I've
No.
never liked Homestuck.
Me neither.
I was like, what the fuck are these people? What's wrong? Why is this so popular?
I think I never had a chance because I went to a convention and there was Homestuck people all over the place, and they were the most annoying people.
Ugh.
And they were so loud, and they had big radios and running around everywhere. And then I decided that moment that I would never look at Homestuck, and that I
And
would
now
hate
it's Danganronpa.
it. Dang, Grandpa.
Ding 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 ding. What?
Dang,
Listen,
Grandpa.
I already had a drink.
Danganronpa is the new Homestuck, right, guys?
Yes.
Goddamn grandpa.
Damn, Grandpa. What else is super popular like that?
My Hero Academia.
Oh god, I used to love it, and then like all these people went crazy, and I'm just like, I can't even look at it anymore. It just
Yeah.
oh no.
I recently, like very, very recently, just started watching My Hero. So I'm only on season 3 right now.
It's cute. It's good. But like I keep seeing these crazy fandom people. I think I spend too much time on TikTok, but I see all these crazy fandom people, and I'm just like, ugh, you guys making me like look at All Might with disdain.
Can I just fucking say, can we just talk about fucking Bakugo for a second?
I don't trust people who like Bakugo.
So I'm only on season 3, so I don't know what the fuck, goes on from there. I don't know if he changes, but he fucking doesn't. Just make Bakugo the villain. Just make him a villain. He would be a much better villain than this fucking My Little Pony power of friendship crap. I hate that shit.
Bakugo makes me upset. And anybody who like stands Bakugo, I swear, is probably just mean. Like I had this mutual, and he was so into Bakugo, and then we had a conversation, and I was like, ew, okay.
Ooh, you sussy baka.
That's very Amogus of you. My favorite character is Aizawa the teacher, Eraserhead.
Okay.
I like him. But
Okay.
I think I like greasy boys or men. But whatever, he looks like a greasy man to me. I like him.
I just had this conversation with my dad on Sunday. I see my dad every Sunday to eat dinner and just say hi. And he watches anime, I got my anime fanatics from him, and we were talking about heroes and stuff, because I was talking to my boyfriend about how it is really fucking annoying and repetitive for a hero to have to go through a trauma in order to want to be a hero.
Yeah.
Like, people can just be good people because they want to be. They don't have to have their mom die.
That's true. That's very true.
And my dad was talking about Deku as an example, because he's like, if Deku never went through a trauma, he'd never want to be a hero. And I said, what fucking trauma? Because he didn't have an extra bone in his pinky toe? What the fuck? That's not trauma.
Well, hold on. Just remember, superheroes are almost universally fueled by dead mom energy.
It's true.
Yes.
I'm a superhero. I don't know if you knew that.
Wait, you are?
I believe
Yeah.
you. I believe
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. That's me indirectly telling you. Sad news. I'm a superhero.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Do not be sorry.
Coyote's canceled.
I'm losing one parent away from Batman. I can't wait. I love Batman.
Why do you want to be Batman?
I don't want to be Batman,
Okay,
but I have
but,
to
like,
look at the positives, okay?
Okay, but like, if you want to look at the positives, think about it this way.
But
You could be
Batman's
Bar-
rich.
Yeah, but you could be Barry Allen. You're the fastest Nawnii alive.
I am the fastest Nawnii alive.
The fastest
Yes.
sky cat.
Can I still be fast if I've got like asthma?
We can make you. We have the technology. The $6 million Nawnii.
Sometimes I can't even go down the stairs
just-
without the inhaler. I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
think you
just
get
Lex Luthor your ass.
it. Okay, good.
You'll be
Tips.
invincible.
Amazing. I can't
Sorry
wait.
if I've been very quiet. I've been bullying a very specific zoophile on Twitter while we've been doing
I
this.
saw that.
Ooh, iconic.
Fuck him
Yeah.
up.
Get him.
He's getting mad that I won't give him an actual argument, but there's no argument on that topic. It's just like
I-
animals can't consent. I'm not going to argue this point with you. I'm going to make fun of you for thinking they can.
I can't understand like why these zoophiles are so open to it on the internet.
I don't either. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't, what I know, you know what, I can understand why they're open to it on the internet. The internet provides anonymity and they think they're safe doing that. And it's disgusting. They think they're
Like,
safe
even
being open
so,
about it.
I don't
But
know.
I think, what I don't understand is why they think anyone's going to have an argument with them about it. 'Cause
I
that's
feel
the
like-
stupid part.
Yeah,
Like, why
that's
would
true.
you argue that? It's
At
like
the-
there's no argument. And if you have it, you're just basically giving them charity they don't deserve. Just make fun of them, bully them. That's what they deserve.
Icky. Point and laugh. Point and laugh.
And at the same time, I refuse to believe that some of these people are real people because the thing about that is that if they were a real genuine zoophile, you know, fucking dogs and, you know, putting peanut butter on their cocks to make you lick them or whatever, they wouldn't be sharing that shit. They'd
so
keep
weird.
they'd keep that shit on the DL.
Do you want to like be publicly like laughed at? Maybe so. Maybe they're into that. Who knows? Just like if I was doing something
degradation
gross and
kinks?
illegal, I wouldn't tell anyone. Right? Is that just not the normal reaction if you're doing something grody and illegal that is super embarrassing and gross that you wouldn't want to tell anybody, even if it's anonymous?
In the case of zoophiles, I understand that. But like let's say for example, maybe you like fucking you were a kid
You're
and
really into Bakugo.
oh yes, being a simp for Bakugo a crime. But like let's say for example, you know, you were just doing it because you're just breaking the law because you wanted to. If you fall out of that phase and you learn from it and you can set an example for others, that I can excuse because now you're helping people, you know, not fuck up the way that you did. But if you're just fucking dogs for the sake to fuck dogs, fucking kill yourself. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, hold on. We can't say those words in particular on YouTube. Why don't you go neck yourself? That one's better. Let's go that. Let's go. Zoophiles, why don't you go neck yourself?
I'm out of alcohol. Who the fuck says I can't tell somebody to kill themselves on YouTube? People say that shit to me all the time.
All right,
Yeah.
zoophiles, go kill yourselves. Make the world a better place. I'm jealous because that's all they have to do to make the world a better place. I have to go out and accomplish things like a normal person.
You know what's a weird place on the internet? Is Twitter, obviously, but like I said something like I wouldn't feel bad if a pedophile died or something to that avail. And they're like,
Ooh,
no, you should never wish
tell
death
me
on
what
anyone.
they said. Oh,
You should never wish death on anyone, even if they do something terrible. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I do not care if a pedophile died. Like, I'm sorry, no offense. Like,
Yeah. If it comes to when it comes to zoophiles, pedophiles, and necrophiles, if they were to drop fucking dead in the middle of the street, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd
just like
probably just move on
whatever.
with my day.
I
Oops,
would be
darn.
fucking plowing their dead bodies into a ditch.
Oh, you know what I said? I said, ah, anyways. And then they got upset.
Oh no! Anyways.
Exactly. I was like, how dare you get upset over something like this? It's like, I get it. If they shoplifted, whatever. Don't kill them. But, like, this was a pedophile. Please. I don't care if they're sad.
Yeah. And
Get over it.
also keep in mind this is like if I didn't have a choice, if I just had to push a magic button and they all died, I'm pushing that fucking button. But if
Why
I
not?
What do you mean why not?
I would be mad at you if you didn't hit the button. You know what I mean?
But at the same time, if somebody looked at me and said, "Here's 10 zoophiles, pick their punishment," I swear to God, I would be owning that situation. Death,
just-
not an option. You're mine. I'm doing with you as I see fit.
playing The Sims. Lock them in the pool. Lock them in the pool. Just please. I used to like get scared because my cousin would take the ladder out of the pool for her Sims to just die and drown. That's what I would do, I think. To at least one of them.
Anyone who
so it's
go ahead.
in my opinion, the way that I see it, like a lot of people like throw around like KYS as like a meme and shit like that, but no, I genuinely think that society and the world would be a better place if pedophiles, zoophiles, people like that, if they were to just kill themselves. I genuinely wish they would, and if I ran society, not only would we fucking hang them, we would hang them from every streetlight in this country to show people you don't do that shit to children, animals, and things that have to trust you. You don't do that.
You set
You
an
don't
example.
rape those things. You would hang them from every streetlight so that everybody knows if you ever do something like that, that's where you're gonna wind up.
It's just so I can't understand people like that. Like I'm not at all an animal person, no pun intended, because I am a furry and technically an animal person. But I don't care for dogs or cats or whatever. Not a pet person. And it's just like the fact that you can look at your dog or your cat and be like, yes, that is it. It's just so weird.
We also have to think about this in fuck. I don't remember the word, but because I am been drinking. We also have to remember that we can't just like, oh, you committed a crime, death, you'll be hung, electric chair, injection, because there are people that want to die.
Yeah,
true, so they're just gonna do bad shit so they can die, because if you kill yourself, that's a $50,000 fine.
On who?
Well, it's gonna go towards like for example, if you're married, it's gonna go towards your legal spouse. If you're unmarried or divorced, it's probably gonna go to either your oldest child if your parents are dead, or it's gonna go to your parents. So
Damn.
But killing yourself is illegal, and your relatives or family will be slapped with a fine, and they have to pay that shit. So that's why people don't fucking kill themselves. Well, people do kill themselves, sorry, but, it does stop a lot of people from doing it, because America needs workers, and if the majority of America wants to die and they give them that free liberty to do so, oopsies, we don't have workers to do all the shit we want anymore, so, fuck.
Dying's on my bucket list.
Who?
It's a dying is on my bucket list.
Oh, me too. It's the
Did
not.
you
Go
know?
ahead.
Hold on. I want to. This is a fact. It's a very little known fact. The leading cause of death, and this is a 100% cause of death, is being alive. We need to ban being alive.
I love that idea.
You're so smart.
Coyote for
I
president
know.
2024.
Please,
I know.
I'm
They should just.
voting.
Yeah, I'm such a smart feller.
Big brain.
Omega Brain, Jimmy Neutron, Coyote Genius.
Brain blast, bro. Come on.
And another thing about that too, about the government needing workers, not to be a fucking political big brain here, but it's another reason they won't completely ban fucking what the fuck am I saying? It's okay, sorry, I said that wrong. It's the reason they won't fully legalize abortions, because they need workers.
Sorry, I'm looking at something.
It's okay.
I'm still here, I promise.
Because, people our age are realizing that kids are a waste of fucking money and resources, and not only do they not have the necessary materials to provide for kids, but maybe not even the fucking emotional stability it takes for those kids, which is great, because if you can admit that you're just gonna be a bad parent, kudos to you. Don't have kids. Excellent solution. But at the same time, shit hits the fan, shit happens. Maybe you might need an abortion, freedom of choice. Do whatever you need to, sister. But that's the reason that they won't legalize abortion, is because they need workers for the future, and they know the majority of people don't want kids anymore.
I do not want kids.
Me neither. Kids are nasty.
Stinky. My aunt was over with her kids, and I only solidified it for me some more. I was like, sorry, this is annoying. They are annoying. No, no, no children, please. Thank you.
Yeah, no. I don't like kids either. Kids are gross. Kids are literally a walking germ. Disgusting. Kids are musty crusty.
Sour and funky. How dare you, Nawnii, for calling me cute? Did I call you cute? I don't remember. But you're welcome.
Well, if Nawnii didn't say it, I'll say it. You know, you're fucking adorable, you know, and I would eat you. So.
Oh. This is escalated.
I'm not into vor.
Are you sure? I have a clip that
Yeah, she said, I have proof.
I've got receipts that say otherwise.
Yeah, no,
You've made a mistake. You made a serious and continuous lapse in your judgment, and you don't expect to be forgiven. You've just come here to apologize.
Hashtag Shannon. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn. Honestly, please just say something.
No.
Anything at this point.
Huh? Oh.
It's like she could say anything at this point, and I'd be like, I mean, I guess not anything, but it would be interesting. I don't know. I would feel happier.
Yeah, it'll work for now. I'm not happy with it, but I mean, it gets the job done, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You and Spoctor don't have to stay in the server, by the way. I know now that people know you're in there, they're gonna be like, oh my god, Spoctor and Nawnii are here! Ah! And you're probably just gonna get way more attention than you guys already get on a daily fucking basis.
It is no worries.
Nawnii, if you stay, we can finagle for she to also add a calm down please chat.
I have baby jail.
No, we need calm down please. I want to be the king of calm down please, like I am in Nawnii server.
You're the server bully, remember?
Fuck, you're right.
You, Leo, and my boyfriend are server bullies. You have the right to bully the children.
There is a one person in this server that I am waiting to bully when the time is right. You know who you are.
You can just bully me if you want. You don't have to wait.
I'm not gonna bully you. It wasn't you. It wasn't
Same.
you.
Degrade me.
Nawnii, you're too. Wait for. Okay, what? Nawnii, you're too adorable for this world.
I have
wow,
a vampire lady profile picture. I am not. I am cool. And
that came out of nowhere.
Step on me.
Oh.
She,
okay, I'm lying. I'm changing my profile picture.
No.
I can't do it.
Am I ever alright? Is a better question.
I got a new thing today, or yesterday. Do you guys want to see the new thing? Where do I post it?
Yes.
What are you asking for? Post where?
Where do I post things?
I'm sorry, but you just like got cut off in the middle to get thrown to the waiting room. That was fucking
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Where's the chat in this place?
We have a general chat, and we have, you know, chats for different categories. So I mean, I guess just pick one.
Okay, I'm reading. I hate reading. I'm posting it in general chat.
Sure.
Look at my picture I got. It's loading. I found it at an antique mall.
I saw
It
that.
says your death is certain.
I saw that. And you just reminded me of something, because I did comment under your tweet where you shared that picture. Dude, Hello Kitty stuff is bopping right now. Oh my god.
For sure.
I went to the thrift store by my house, and let me grab this. Give me this. Ugh. my fucking sleepy time Hello Kitty light up alarm clock.
Man.
She is so beautiful. She is also an FM radio. So
I saw on TikTok, because I'm a child, that they were selling Sanrio squishmallow thingies.
oh, I saw that.
And so
too.
I was like, okay, well, obviously we're going to Five Below, and so I pack up my boyfriend and we go to Five Below,
Pack up my boyfriend.
and every single one was gone. There was even a sign that said you had to take a limited amount per person. They were all gone, and it was like
Yeah.
the most depressing thing ever. I just wanted Maru really bad because he's like my favorite little penguin guy.
Yeah, odds are if
Isn't
you're
it-
seeing it on TikTok, it's already gone.
And I was like, I live in a place in which you would not think that it mattered, but it mattered.
it always matters.
I guess. Oh, it was so sad. So sad. Where did the coyote man go?
I'm sure he's been quiet most of the time after Spoctor left, so I'm sure he probably just had something to do.
That's weird.
I mean, right now we're just talking about Hello Kitty shit, so I mean,
Yeah. I guess most normal people might leave. I guess. Hello Kitty's cool. I got a huge Hello Kitty squishmallow from Costco. It was
Costco.
huge. It's very cool.
Yeah, my dad got a Costco membership, and he's like, "Here, I put you on my membership list." And he's like, I was like, "I don't shop at Costco, Dad. I am."
You should.
Yeah,
It's awesome. I love it there.
It's cool to look, not cool to buy.
It just depends, I guess. Sometimes I'm just like, ah, yes, a huge bag of avocados. I need that. So I get it.
I don't buy avocados all the time because they're just a little too rich for me. I did make my own guacamole once, and that shit smacked. That was so good.
Sounds good. I eat it a lot for like breakfast and stuff. Avocado.
That's
So
fair.
Costco's a good place. And they always have big squishmallows, and I love stuffed animals. And they're cheap there. Like I went to Walgreens and I got like a normal size squishmallow, and they were like $15. I was like, $15. These are like $5 at Five Below. What do you mean $15? And then I went to Costco and I got a huge one for $10. And I was just like, okay, never going to Walgreens again. It's ridiculous. Ugh. Weird. TikTok ruined the squishmallows, bro. Ruined them. $15.
Yeah, I mean, I officially been live for 2 hours. I think we kind of covered everything we wanted to talk about the Shannon situation, and now we're talking about plushies and Hello Kitty stuff. So I think it's safe to say that we are good to end.
Sounds good.
I appreciate everybody that came out and said hello and gave their opinions and their insight about the Shannon situation. Appreciated everyone listening to my big brain theory and listening to me ramble. You got to hear me burp, and you got to see me eat bread. So I hope,
love bread.
yeah, I hope that holds everyone over for a little bit, because I don't know when the fuck I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'm a bully. Alright, well, thanks for coming to the stream. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Deuces.
Bye.